Well, hello, everyone. I believe we're 5 minutes away from the Indie World Showcase. So, first off, hello. Thanks for joining me. I was almost late to this because I didn't even know this was going to be a thing until like really late last night. Because I haven't been really fully paying attention to everything in the gaming world. So, this kind of almost slipped by me because I honestly did not know until very late last night. So I'm here now. Very interested to what they're going to show. With the main question being, will they show Silksong at all? That's pretty much the one thing everyone's thinking about. Watch the Shadow drop that game today. Watch. Oh, the game's ready. Here it is. Like, I would not be shocked if they actually did that. I mean, I would be shocked if you got any news about Silksong at all today, because it's been so long. Like what, almost a year? No, not a year. What am I talking about? Almost like 2-3 years now since that initial reveal and pretty much silence. So yeah, like there are other games that I hope to see. There was that card cheating game, like that poker, like I forgot what it was called, but it was made by Devolver Digital, and we haven't seen it for a while. So I'm hoping we get a release date for that, because I remember that game being very interesting, like really interesting. So I hope that can show it off. Again, Silksong. Maybe some Shovel Knight news. I know Shovel Knight Dig's still a thing. There was another game, I think like a puzzle game as well. So, here's hoping that we at least see something of that. I'm very interested in those games, and like it's been radio silence. But again, I don't really blame them because it's again COVID, so the pandemic has slowed a lot of things down. Also, I apologize if you hear any type of outside noise. That may or may not include my phone or tablet. But yeah, looks like I'll get started within a minute or so. So let's see what we get. It's always good to see some new indie games, because you never know what you're gonna see. Ooh, M for mature. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, release dates can change. Let me know how they get.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Indie World.
Let me know how the presentation
My name's
sounds.
Ted.
Let me know how I sound.
And I'm Elise, and we're here to check out a fresh selection of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
There are lots of great games out there, and we're here to help you find your next favorites. So let's get started.
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm okay. I met this girl, this boy, loser, at the diner, at the gas station, in the mountains.
Huh.
They were hitchhiking, driving. They were escaping to the border. Looking for someone called Zoe, John, Jared, Sonia. I'm running from the police, running from some bad guys. They helped me, played games with me. They stole my money. And they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
Hey, ici Digixart, studio indé du sud de la France. On est heureux de vous annoncer que notre nouveau jeu sortira sur Nintendo Switch.
Road 96 est un jeu narratif et procédural inspiré par les road movies des années 90. C'était un super défi de vous raconter une histoire en commençant par n'importe quel morceau et on est très content de la forme que ça a pris.
On a mis tout ce qu'on aime dans les road trips, des émotions fortes, des surprises à chaque tournant. Ce jeu, c'est des souvenirs de voyage qu'on a créés juste pour vous.
Où on vous emmène, personne ne le sait, car votre chemin vous appartient.
On espère que ce premier aperçu de Road 96 vous plaira.
Okay.
I'm excited to see where these roads lead in this procedural story-driven game from DigixArt. Take on the roles of different teenagers and hit the open road for a path to freedom.
On this perilous trip, you'll meet characters from all walks of life and learn their intertwining stories. Some folks may help you out, others might impede your journey. With thousands of potential paths to take, the decisions you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experience. What happens if you take the bus?
Take it easy.
Or call a taxi? In the end, all roads have to lead somewhere.
You're not lying, are you?
There are many roads. Which one will you take? Road 96 drives onto Nintendo Switch later this year.
Intriguing.
Hi, I'm Neil. I go by Aerial Knight Online, and I'm the creator and developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, a narrative runner that captures the spirit of classic games in the genre, but with a few new features and a lot of style. I created this game in Detroit to make space for myself in the game industry, which previously refused to make space for me, and with the help of some of my amazing friends who created something that represents much more. I'm proud to announce that Aerial Knights Never Yield will be coming to Nintendo Switch, which means you can free run your way to victory to the beat of a dope soundtrack at home or on the go. Please enjoy this look at Aerial Knights Never Yield.
I keep it going like, I keep it moving like, I keep it going like.
Again, another interesting title.
Bringing it back in full effect to the next. Running with the best, never missing a step. From the east to the west, I stay fresh, I finesse, I progress with no stress. In and out the city, I get busy, they can't get me, I can't be stopped. I'm on top, 100%, I'm giving it all I got. It's on lock, I'm gon' rock, let's roll. They know, rain, snow, nothing gonna get in the way, I just go. Just go.
I gotta say, this definitely isn't your typical runner. A 3D side-scroller with parkour action set in a futuristic Tokyo-style Detroit? Sign me up.
Run, jump, slide, and dash through the city as the protagonist Wally to save what's left of the future. And you'll no doubt be head-bopping to the amazing soundtrack by Detroit artist Daniel Wilkins, with vocals from artists around the world.
And has control time on the roof.
Aerial
What
Knights
game is
Never
that called?
Yield slides onto Nintendo Switch
I've never heard of it.
May 19th. A demo will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Oh, well, there's a demo, so I can download that.
Annapurna Interactive, publisher of Florence and What Remains of Edith Finch, have a couple more artistic gems headed to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
Jack.
Oh my god, he's the Flash.
You're me. We have to face the facts here. We aren't ever gonna be the same again.
That'll be kind of a twist if it's like this is the Kid Flash origin game.
Why are you only speaking to me and not the others?
Then I'll be more interested because like, oh, okay.
Trying to keep this family together, but what can I do with this?
This is mental! Dad! You've been playing.
I haven't doing anything.
This is the next frontier. Now show them what you're made of.
I still have to play that game too. I haven't I've heard of it, I've seen it, but it's like
how do you know?
And that game's on sale like a lot often,
what to get
so
rid of.
What's new with me? I mean,
I can't let go.
Nothing much. The city is still in lockdown.
To distant memories.
Now even harder than before, so
dreams that cascade
I don't
into
know.
one another. Before I know it, I'm pulled back to the present.
That's the prediction everyone has about Silk Song. Like it's gonna be shown and it's gonna be just shadow dropped. Because again, Hollow Knight for the Switch version was shadow dropped. I remember.
Last Stop arrives on Nintendo Switch
So that'll be
July 2021.
I'll be like,
Hindsight
God.
comes to Nintendo Switch later this
I'll
year.
lose my mind.
On behalf of
Because
everyone here
that's
at
the game
Roll 7, I'm
everyone
stoked to announce
has
our
been
next
waiting
title.
for.
Our new game is
for
a vibrant action platformer taking you on a journey
2.5
across the island
years.
of Radland on a quest to meet the legendary skate gods. Skateboarding is a sport and an art form with so much space for creativity
Just
and
watched
expression,
them
and that's something we really wanted to
shadow
capture
drop that
on the
game.
We're embracing the weird, wonderful, and diverse sides of skateboarding in a game that's all about going on a road
Because
trip
it's the
with your friends,
one that
finding
everyone
crazy
is
spots,
just like
and of course, skating
waiting
everything
on.
in sight. The team have put
Like
a lot
any
of
type
love
of
into
news.
this project, and we're really excited to share it with you. So without further ado, here's a look at Ollie Ollie World.
The latest title in the Ollie Ollie series from Roll 7 is just off the rails. Tear up the streets of Radland and search for the mystical skate gods on your quest for Nirvana in this slick action platformer. The developers have created a
So
silky
another
smooth
some type of
gameplay
Infinite
experience
Runner.
with super tight controls and level design that flows with your combos. There are so many tricks to master that even a legendary skater would tremble.
There's no need to aim for precision all the time, though. Down for a more chilled out experience? Explore multiple paths through the game's levels. Along the way, you'll get to meet colorful characters, take on quirky side quests, and discover all the hidden secrets of this weird and gorgeous skating utopia. Ride through Radland in Ollie Ollie World, launching on
I do
Nintendo
like the music in
Switch
this.
this winter.
Hallo, ich bin Anselm Püter von Studio Seufz aus Deutschland. Vor etwa 9 Jahren kam ich beim Wandern an eine Höhle, die mit einer alten Sage verknüpft ist. Ein alter König legte sich angeblich dort zur Ruhe und bat seinen Diener, ihn aufzuwecken, sobald die Zeit gekommen ist. Ich fand diese Geschichte so faszinierend, dass ich unbedingt ein Videospiel davon machen wollte, wo man 400 Tage lang auf dieses Erwachen warten muss. Und einige Jahre lang war dieses Spiel mein Herzensprojekt, weil ich herausfinden wollte, wie man Zeit als Spielmechanik verwenden kann, um diese Geschichte zu erzählen. Ich hoffe, ihr werdet alle Spaß haben, jetzt The Longing auf der Nintendo Switch zu spielen.
Interesting art style. It looks slow though. days. Wait, real days? Oh my god, I never saw the timer above. Holy... What? Wow.
This hand-drawn art style. I've never seen anything like it. And
This is
wow,
an interesting concept.
400 days in real time?
400 real-time
You
days.
don't actually have to play this adventure game to see how it ends. But that doesn't mean you should leave this little guy all alone. This is a shade, the last servant of a king who once ruled an underground
I mean, I'm
kingdom.
very intrigued,
Explore
but
dark
wow,
caves,
that's
complete time-based puzzles, and collect items as you long for him to awaken. The longing comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
okay. I'll see how much that costs.
What's our next game?
There is no game.
All right then?
No, really. The game is actually called There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not
If I
ruin
pause,
the fun.
that's a
though.
good question.
Just know this: if you're looking for something different, something experimental that's full
Like
of
if you
surprises,
pause the game,
then look no
will the game
further.
is
There
like
is
will
no
the timer
game. Wrong
pause?
Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Hi,
Hey.
this is JF from Tribute Games.
And I'm Cyril from Dotemu.
Today we're very excited to announce Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
I remember
for
seeing
Nintendo
this
Switch
trailer a
this
few
month.
weeks,
This game
like
is
a
a
few days ago
side-scrolling
actually.
beat 'em up. We
I'm
took direct
really
inspiration
excited for
from the
this.
classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like Turtles in Time. We're using the classic and famous 87 design with colorful pixel art.
We are really happy to have the game coming to Nintendo Switch. As the
I mean,
platform
again,
and
the real-time
features
stuff. It's
fit
a
the
it's a
project
good
perfectly.
concept. I don't know
We
how
hope
it's
you
gonna
like this
land,
trailer as much as we do.
See you in
but
Dimension X.
it's intriguing. Like I'll look at it to see. There is no game. Okay, I'll try it. I'll see what that looks like too. But this, oh, I love it. Where's that comes from? Okay, I'll check out There Is No Game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did we just flash
Okay, so
back
they
to
added
the
new stuff
80s?
to that game. Okay.
Even better, this is a new game that proudly celebrates its roots. The game is reminiscent of classic arcade beat-em-ups, and it's got a blend of retro and modern visuals. This side-scroller reunites our four favorite turtles as they kick some serious shell. Dive into this bodacious game, developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu, who also published Streets of Rage 4 and Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap.
Cowabunga! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. Chris Tales from Colombian developers
Chris
Dreams
Tales.
Incorporated and
Yes.
Six draws inspiration from classic and modern JRPGs. What especially stands out about it is the time-traveling aspect of gameplay. You can shift time during combat, which can have a variety of effects, like making enemies younger and thus easier to defeat.
While exploring this handcrafted, dark fairy tale world, you'll recruit a diverse cast of allies and discover new realms, such as the Shining Kingdom of Crystallis. Can you stop the Empress from destroying the world? Chris Tales lands on Nintendo Switch
July 20th. Okay,
July
so we have a
20th.
date. There it is.
Showcasing a stylized Japanese aesthetic, Getsu Fumiden
Ooh.
delivers a dynamic hack-and-slash roguelite experience filled with perilous dungeons,
July.
fierce
So yeah, it's
boss
July
battles,
20th for that.
and
So I can't
intense
wait.
skill-based combat.
I've been waiting for
Delve
that
into
game
the
for a
depths
while.
of the underworld while mastering a diverse range of weapons and otherworldly powers to drive back the dark forces dwelling within. Getsu Fumiden, Undying Moon,
Getsu
comes to
Fumiden.
Nintendo Switch next year.
Hola, soy Guille de Lienzo, el estudio mexicano detrás de Aztec Forgotten Gods. Hoy estamos súper emocionados de compartir con ustedes por fin nuestro siguiente
July is
proyecto,
not that far
un
off.
juego de acción-aventura inspirado en una de las culturas más hermosas del planeta. Aztec Forgotten Gods combina una historia profunda con un universo fascinante y lleno de acción. En Lienzo, estamos muy orgullosos de poder compartir un poquito de México con jugadores en todo el mundo. Esperemos que les guste.
What just happened? Okay. also provided with so many games.
If you're looking for a grand adventure, look no further than Aztec Forgotten Gods. It tells the story of Ashley, a courageous woman who battles colossal deities. The game puts Aztec mythology and futuristic technology front and center.
As
I mean,
Ashley,
that looks cool.
You'll gain powerful arm upgrades, traverse different areas within
There
a
is,
modern
no game
Mesoamerican
wrong to mention. I
metropolis,
think I
and
was
encounter
the first one
all
then.
sorts of characters to uncover ancient secrets.
I'll have to look it up.
However, sometimes the truth is best left forgotten. Aztec Forgotten Gods soars onto the Nintendo Switch system fall
I
2021.
remember trying to get the whole family to play though.
안녕하세요. 사우스포 게임즈 대표 박상우입니다. 스컬더 히어로스 레이어는
Well, I remember hearing about this game. I heard it was good, but I heard that it left a lot to be desired.
플랫포머 게임에 빠져 살았던 꿈많은 청년들은 대학교 동아리에서 만나 팀을 이루었고
How many reviews
여러
are from
시행착오
different?
끝에
So maybe,
스컬을
yeah, maybe it's the
완성했습니다.
same company.
세상을 구하기 위해 수많은 몬스터와
Maybe.
마음을 무찌르는 용사와 같은 판타지 클리셰도 재밌지만 그 반대는 어떨까요? 이제 곧
I remember
이별의
seeing a
시간차
review of
몬스터
this game, Skull, and
스켈레톤의 영웅담이 시작됩니다.
again, good, but like, it left a lot on the table. But I'm still interested to try this one out. From what I remember from the reviews. Oh yeah, that's right, the guy from Dead Cells is, I think, a character in the game that you can be.
Skull the Hero Slayer is a 2D fast-action roguelite where you take on an entire army to rescue your king. And the best part? To progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters, I mean heads, each with their own special abilities, plus numerous items and upgrades, there are certainly enough possibilities here to make your head spin.
So get ahead. Literally, in Skull the Hero Slayer, launching on Nintendo Switch, summer
Okay, so it comes in the
2021.
summer. I believe the PC version
We're
is
nearing
out.
the end of today's showcase. Before we go, there are several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
All right, Sizzle Reel, what we got? Oh my god, what's that? Is that Pez? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, was that Pez? It's like it's definitely Zelda-like. It's more puzzle oriented, but I remember when that game came out like 10 years ago. In fact, I think Out of the Dead? Wow. Actually, that's not surprising. That would work. Oh my god, it's out today. Are you serious? Oh my god. Like serious, I remember that game coming out.
Ready to start your next indie adventure on
Like
Nintendo
10 years ago and I
Switch?
still love it.
Head on over to Nintendo eShop
Oh man, I
or
have to check out how much that
Nintendo.com
costs.
for our Indie World sale. Available later today.
Woo! That's all for today's Indie World Showcase. We hope you're looking forward to these games.
On behalf of
No Silk
everyone
Song.
at Nintendo, we'd like to thank our talented
No Silk
community
Song.
of partners and developers for bringing
Once
their
again.
games to the Nintendo Switch system. And thank you to all of our amazing fans for tuning in.
To stay up to date with
Oh,
all the latest
no.
news from Indie World, please be sure to follow our
Don't
official
end it on a
Twitter
sizzle
account
reel.
at Indie World NA. Until next
Oh,
time,
no.
happy gaming.
What?
We spoke too soon. We actually have one more game to show you.
What is it?
Welcome, welcome.
Ugh.
We're gonna have a little fun tonight, folks.
Ugh.
Riley, come in,
I
Riley.
have no idea what this is.
Can you hear me? Riley? Riley, are you there?
Oh, it's a sequel. Okay. It's a sequel, alright. Probably that's why I haven't heard of it, because the name rings a bell, but I have no knowledge. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh no. So again, once again, wait, let me see what, hold on, because I believe there's still, do I dare look at the live chat of this? Let's see if it'll connect. Silk Song, this next. Oh yeah, Sports Story. That was another one that was not shown. Oh yeah. I mean, and no Genshin Impact as well, because there was rumors flying about that. Like, I heard there was going to be a Switch version, but there's been radio silence for months about that too. I mean, because everyone wants Silk Song. Like, everyone. And like, this would have been amazing just to drop it. Not even shadow drop it, just announce, like, just show that it's still, like, the game is still being worked on. Because like, the radio silence is killing a lot of people. It's killing me. Like, I definitely gotta check out There's No Game. Hopefully this one's first. I mean, yeah, like, this wasn't bad. Like, there were games. I'm gonna, let's see if I can close. Oh, let me see if I can close the chat of this, because there were some good games that were shown. So it's still live. Let me see. Whoa, wrong language. Let me see if they posted anything. Or would Game Explain have something? Search for keyboard. Like, again, it wasn't bad. Like, there were a lot of interesting titles. What was that one called? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, cool. They uploaded it. Okay. Let's go all the way. There we go. Yeah, this one. Because this one is of all the games I've seen, this is the most interesting concept. Like 400 days. Not even hours, days. That's a year and a chunk. I know for some this would be boring. I would love something like this because it's gonna be like the ultimate chill game.
This hand-drawn art style.
Like you have nothing to do,
like and wow,
and you have to find
400 days in real
things
time?
to do in 400 days.
You don't actually have to play this adventure game to see how it ends, but that doesn't mean you should leave this little guy all alone. This is a Shade, the last servant of a king who once ruled an underground kingdom. Explore dark caves, complete time-based puzzles, and collect items as you long for him to awaken. The longing comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
Like it's more of a game where you don't play for like.
What's our next game?
There is no
game wrong to mention.
All right then.
No, really. The game is actually called There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not ruin the fun though. Just know this. If you're looking for something different, something experimental that's full of surprises, then look no further.
There Is No Game Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Yeah, like that looked really. I quit out. Like that, like the longing looked very interesting because it's so weird and out there that it's not something like a AAA company would push because it's so weird and it has a niche audience. I would love something like that to play something like that. And There Is No Game. Actually, now that I rewatched it, it looks way more interesting now. Because again, it feels like another game up my alley.
Nintendo Switch later today.
What's our next game?
There is no game.
All right then?
No, really. The game is actually called There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not ruin the fun though. Just know this.
Good morning,
good
afternoon.
Something different, something experimental.
Yeah, we're looking back at
look no further.
the indie showcase.
There Is No Game Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch
I just need to know if you have to play it for 400 days or 24 hours.
Hi, this is JF from Tribute Games.
And I'm Cyril from The Tenue.
Let me see the sizzle reel one more time, if I can find it. Where would it be? Actually, let's look at Skull.
Skull the Hero
Yeah, the
Slayer
longing
is a 2D
Skull,
fast
There Is No
action
Game.
roguelike where you take on an entire army to rescue your king. And the best part, to progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters,
Yeah,
I mean
definitely
heads,
split them. That
each
was
with
6
their own
years ago. I
special
still remember
abilities,
them.
plus
I remember
numerous
making
items and
them.
upgrades.
Yeah,
there are
I
certainly
mean,
enough
a lot of indie
possibilities here
games
to
take
make
forever.
your
I mean,
heads
look at
So get
the first
ahead.
ever indie game I can say I ever
In Skull
put
the
money
Hero Slayer,
towards
launching on
was
Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
Shovel Knight.
We're nearing the end of today's
And that was
showcase.
years ago,
Before
and
we go,
now look at
there are
Shovel Knight.
several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
Let me see the sizzle reel one more time. Because I was so hyped about that game that I pretty much ignored everything else. Oh. Okay, so that was the... Hold on. Okay, so the arts of Rally. So it's drifting? Why is it buffing like that? Kiwi. Labyrinth City. Yeah, Kiwi does look adorable. This I'm actually intrigued by. Weaving Tides. Yeah, the hand cell, like it's the art cell that interests me a lot about that one. House of the Dead. That is a big deal for me. Like, this is a shock. I'm so surprised that like that game or Type of the Dead isn't on the Switch, because those games would be, well, Type of the Dead I can understand because you need a keyboard. Well, yeah, House of the Dead. I'm shocked that more games are not like light gun shooters are not on the Switch. But this one, this is mine. This is the one. I'm really happy that this is getting released on the Switch. It will be probably, like, I think the sixth time.
Your next indie adventure on Nintendo Switch? Head on over to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com for our Indie World sale. Available later today.
Woo! That's all for today's.
So let me go back. We'll go here. Okay. So this one actually might be interesting because it's drifting and, yeah, arcade like racing games. So it's somewhat like that. Yeah, that's a question, because sometimes if it's like shadow dropped, this one though, if a game is shadow drop, it might be on sale the same day. Let's see. Labyrinth City Piers, the Maze Detective. Yeah, I really like the art style of this one. Weaving Tides. Not my jam. Again, House of the Dead. Like this one. Because if this does well, there are a lot of House of the Dead games. So if that one does well. This one does have like a Castlevania vibe to it. But yeah, this. If the game is cheap, I'll probably have to pick it up today.
Ready to start your next indie adventure on
So let me go back and let me see what the eShop has. If there's any, if it's been updated. I doubt it has. No, it doesn't look like it was updated. So it might get updated later today, I'm assuming. Because yeah, like for the games that are coming out today, sorry, I do want to see what the prices are. Oh snap! Well, there's something I was not expecting to see today. I don't think that was the website they said, but I usually check the eShop because usually the eShop tends to update after like a direct. So probably around 3 o'clock, the eShop probably would be updated a bit more. And yeah, Shantae, this is the original Shantae game that I played like way back on the Game Boy Color. I I'm glad that they're finally giving it the re-release. $13 is a bit much though, because I recently checked the 3DS because this game is available on the 3DS as well, and it's like $4 by comparison. Now, will I stream this game? Yes, I will. I will stream Shantae eventually, the original eventually. Is there anything else? Oh wow, Subnautica is... Wait, what? How much? Huh. That's not a bad price. Yes. I believe there is a sequel for Subnautica that's about to drop soon. Wait, is this it? Oh wow, so they're releasing both games at the same time. That's really neat. Well, what I say about games is that if it's on sale once, it'll be at that price again, but always keep an eye on it. Like games like this, I would not be shocked by like the ends of the year, so like September, October, that this game's pretty much gonna be 40% off. Like it feels like that type of game that it will dip in price if you're really willing to wait for it. $15, okay. $15. Okay, I can live with 15. I wouldn't mind rebuying that for $15. Like if it's a $15 raw, then like with no sale, then I can live with that. If it is $15 as the sale price, then I probably would have to. Yeah, again, that game is 10, 11 years old. Like it is super, super old. Like I feel like couldn't, because I still have like an old Windows XP computer somewhere. Could Fez run on that? Because I know it would run on Vista. Because it ran originally on my Vista computer way back in the day, but I have to check if it can run on my XP computer. So we got reactionary videos. Search. Oh, wait, spelled it wrong. My bad. Was not even paying attention. $8 years ago. Wow. And it's $10 on Steam. Yeah, it's probably that's why it's like it's the Nintendo tax. Like, what are you gonna do other than complain? Which people do, because yeah, like I mean, I'll still get it if it's 15. But man, yeah, like 9 years ago. Oh yeah, that's never gonna happen. This is never gonna happen. Oh, I know about this. I know the history of the first game and the sequel. The sequel is never gonna happen. Like, that is a dead dream. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, because I remember he wanted to leave gaming in general. Like, overall, he just wanted out. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he wanted this. I doubt it. But it depends who owns the right of the game. Like, who owns the producing, like, publishing rights. Like, that's pretty much the main question. Because if he doesn't own the rights, then there's nothing really he can do when it comes to publishing. Like, if he doesn't own those rights, then it doesn't matter what he wants.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go back to...
With thousands of potential paths to take, the decisions you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experience. What happens if you take the bus?
Take it easy.
So this game looks interesting, but I feel like I need more information.
In the end, all roads
I feel like I need to see another trailer this
time. Are you?
There are many roads.
Yeah, I mean,
which one will you take? Road 96
if you don't own the publishing rights, it doesn't matter. Like, he may still make money off it.
Hi, I'm Neil. I go by Aerial
Like,
Knight
he still might be able to make money off of the sales, but he has no say if it gets published or not.
I created this game in Detroit to make space for myself in the game industry, which previously refused to make space for
especially with that game. That was really early when it came to indies.
Represents much more.
So I feel like he might have been exposed.
To Nintendo Switch, which means you can free run your way to victory to the beat of a dope soundtrack at home or on the go. Please enjoy this look at Aerial Knights Never Yield.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember it too, but I think I know which one you're talking about. Because I remember seeing that also as like an indie title. I don't remember what it was called though. This one looks like another Infinite Runner type. It does look like Mirror Chairs, but I don't know.
I gotta say, this definitely isn't your typical runner. A 3D side-scroller with parkour action set in a futuristic Tokyo-style Detroit? Sign me up.
Run, jump, slide, and dash through the city as the protagonist Wally to save what's left of the future.
I don't know.
And you'll no
syntax?
doubt
I don't know that.
to the amazing soundtrack by Detroit artist Daniel Wilkins, with vocals from
I mean,
artists
if an
around
indie
the
wants
world.
to like
Aerial Knights
give a
Never
stab
Yield
at Crazy Taxi,
slides
go
onto
for
Nintendo
it.
Switch, May 19th.
You go
A
for
demo
it.
will be available on Nintendo
I mean,
eShop later today.
I would love that.
Annapurna Interactive, publisher of Florence and What Remains of Edith Finch, have a couple more artistic gems headed to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
Jack, everybody thinks you're me. We have to face the facts here. We aren't ever gonna be the same again.
Why are you only speaking to me and not the others?
I bent over backwards trying to keep
I
this
saw this
family
play in
together,
Finch, too.
but what can I do with this?
This is mental! Dad! You've been playing.
I haven't done anything.
This is the next frontier. Now show them what you're made
Okay,
of.
so there's the last stop. in hindsight.
How do you know what to keep? And what to get rid of? There's some things that I can't let go. They transport me to the past, to distant memories, and dreams that cascade into one another.
This is way more
Before I know it, I'm pulled back
the
to the
pace I
present.
would have thought from the Unfinished People. Yeah. Was it, I
Standing
have not
here,
played that game.
alone.
I've seen stuff about it. And it's usually on sale like a lot, so if it's on sale again, I probably would pick it up just to see.
Last Stop arrives on Nintendo Switch July 2021.
July.
Hindsight comes to
believe
Nintendo
in
Switch
here.
later this year.
On behalf of everyone here at Roll7, I'm stoked to announce our next
It's
title.
really cool if you're looking for
Our
a new
new game
experience.
is a
Okay.
vibrant action platformer taking you on a journey across
Okay,
the
so that's Ollie Ollie Worlds.
Best for Nirvana in this slick action platformer. The developers have created a silky smooth gameplay experience with super tight controls.
No need to aim for precision.
Deutschland. Vor etwa 9 Jahren kam
this.
ich beim Wandern
I'll
an eine
always go
Höhle,
back
die
to
mit einer
this.
alten Sage verknüpft ist. Ein alter König legte sich angeblich dort zur Ruhe und bat seinen Diener, ihn aufzuwecken, sobald die Zeit gekommen ist. Ich fand diese Geschichte so faszinierend, dass ich unbedingt
This is the
ein
type of game you will
Videospiel davon
not
machen
get
wollte, wo man 400
with
Tage lang
AAA.
dieses Erwachen
They would
warten
never
muss.
make something like this.
Und einige Jahre lang war dieses
'Cause there's
Spiel
no
mein
guarantee you'll
Herzensprojekt,
make
weil
money.
ich herausfinden wollte, wie man Zeit als
But I love
Spielmechanik
this
verwenden
because
kann, um diese
he says it's a
Geschichte zu
passion
erzählen.
project,
Ich
and
hoffe, ihr
I'm all
werdet
for
alle
that.
Spaß haben,
You
jetzt
know,
The
make your
Longing
dream
auf
come
Nintendo
true.
Switch zu spielen.
The Longing. It's just so weird. And the concept is so weird. Those labors of love are like, they're always worth it, yeah. Like, he's not like, again, I hope that this game makes money, but the initial goal isn't to make money. It's just, you know, he had this idea, he wanted to do it, and I love that. You know, you're not fully in it for the money. You have an idea, you want to do it, you want to give it life, go for it.
This hand-drawn art style, I've never seen anything like it. And wow, 400 days in real time?
So yeah, of all the games shown today, this is
You
pretty
don't
much
actually have to play
my
this
MVP
adventure
of
game to see
the
how it
game
ends.
of the
But
entire
that doesn't mean you should
presentation.
leave this little guy all alone. This is a shade, the last servant of a king who once ruled an underground kingdom. Explore dark caves, complete time-based puzzles, and collect items as you long for him to awaken. The Longing comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
What's our next game?
And then this one, which yeah, wow,
all
yes, in real
right
time.
then.
So 400 days
The game
in
is
real time.
actually called There Is No Game.
That's why I'm so
It's a
intrigued.
point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story.
That's why
here
I'm
in
very
this
intrigued about
non-game
that
as
one.
well.
This
Let's
one
not
also
ruin the
now
fun, though.
really
Just
more
know
intriguing now that I have
this.
time
If
to
you're
like
looking for
look at
something
it.
Different, something experimental that's full of surprises, then look no further.
There Is No Game Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Hi, this is JF from Tribute Games.
And I'm Cyril from Dotemu.
Today we're very excited to announce Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
And there's
for
Shredder's
Nintendo
Revenge,
Switch
which yeah,
This game is a
this
side-scrolling
is pretty
beat 'em up.
much
We took
gonna
direct
be a must buy
inspiration
for
from
me.
the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like Turtles in Time. We're using the
I'm
classic
sad that there's no
and famous
release date yet,
87
but
design with colorful pixel art.
hopefully
We
we'll
are
get
really
something
happy
soon.
to
Probably
have the game
September.
coming
This
to
feels like
Nintendo Switch, as the platform and features
September.
fit the project perfectly.
We
October.
hope you like this trailer as
That
much as
Manticore
we
is
do.
fantastic.
See
Holy
you
crap,
in
it is
the
fantastic.
Mix.
But yeah, this feels like mid-September, early October game. Especially if it's like a new like show, they'll probably want to time it with that. love the sprite work. Yeah, I remember the first trailer where they were all running like that, and you just see like Mikey just like hauling.
This is a new game that
like it's
proudly
like
celebrates its roots.
the animations.
The game is reminiscent of classic arcade beat-em-ups, and it's
Oh
got
my
a blend
God.
of retro and modern visuals. This side-scroller reunites our 4 favorite turtles as they kick some serious shell. Dive into this
I found it.
bodacious
Skateboarding game reminds me
developed by Tribute
of a mobile
Games
game,
and
Vector.
published by Dotemu, who also published Streets of Rage 4 and
And then
Wonderboy
they did nail the
Dragon's
personalities
Trap.
in the sprites.
Cowabunga! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This is the running
Shredder's
animations.
Revenge comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. Chris Tales from Columbian
Chris
developers
Tales.
Dreams Incorporated
I
and SIG
cannot
draws
wait.
inspiration from classic and
I
modern
cannot
JRPGs.
wait for this.
What especially stands out about it is the time
Because the
traveling
first game I
aspect of
actually
gameplay.
ever streamed
You can
was the
shift
demo
time
for
during
this.
combat, which can have a variety of effects.
Way back in
like making
September.
enemies younger and thus easier to defeat.
So I made like redo that demo again before this game comes out.
You'll recruit a diverse cast of allies and discover new realms, such as the Shining Kingdom of Crystallis. Can you stop the Empress from destroying the world? Chris Tales lands on Nintendo Switch July 20th. Showcasing a stylized Japanese aesthetic,
This one's interesting 'cause it's Konami.
Getsu Fumoden delivers a dynamic hack-and-slash roguelite experience filled with perilous dungeons, fierce boss battles, and intense skill-based combat.
Delve into the depths of the underworld while mastering a diverse range of weapons and otherworldly powers to drive back the dark forces dwelling within. Getsu Fumoden, Undying
I mean,
Moon
it's not
comes
Castlevania,
to
but I'll take
Nintendo
it.
Switch next year.
Such a good demo.
Hola, soy Guille de Lienzo,
It was
el
a good
estudio
demo.
mexicano detrás de Aztec Forgotten Gods.
I can't wait to
Hoy
see
estamos
how
súper emocionados de compartir
Turn
con
Order
ustedes
is
por fin
affected
nuestro
by the
siguiente
crystals.
proyecto. Un juego de acción-aventura inspirado en una de las culturas más
Yeah.
hermosas del planeta.
Like the
Aztec
concept
Forgotten
of
Gods
like
combina una historia profunda
again, I like the
con
art
un
style,
universo
but the concept,
fascinante y
like the
lleno de
actual
acción.
battle system is
En Lienzo,
really
estamos
intriguing.
muy orgullosos de poder compartir un poquito de México con jugadores
And
en todo
I-
el mundo. Esperemos que les guste.
Oh yeah, that demo did a lot for me. The fact that it was voice acted too. As long as it's balanced. Yes. Yeah, like you don't want to be too overpowering. Because I remember near the end of that demo when I was fighting off like those enemies on both sides, like it kind of felt a little easy. But yeah, I just hope the game itself is balanced out when it comes to difficulty.
If you're looking for a grand adventure, look no further than Aztec Forgotten
This one
Gods.
again,
It tells the story of
I'm
Ashley,
I'm
a
not
courageous
feeling it,
woman who
but
battles
it could be
colossal
good.
deities. The game puts Aztec mythology and futuristic technology
I think it's because I've
front and
seen
center.
art style like
As
this
Ashley,
before
you
so
gain
many
powerful
times.
arm upgrades, traverse different areas within a modern
But,
Mesoamerican
who knows?
metropolis, and encounter all sorts of characters to uncover ancient secrets. However, sometimes the truth is best left forgotten. Aztec Forgotten Gods soars onto the Nintendo Switch system fall 2021.
안녕하세요. 사우스포 게임즈
And then we're
대표
back at school.
박상우입니다.
So
스컬
yeah,
히어로스 레이어는 로그 요소가 가미된 액션 플랫포머 게임입니다.
I
저희 스튜디오는
think I
대한민국
could be wrong,
전남대학교에 있는 게임 개발 동아리에서
but I think
탄생하였습니다.
this is out on PC.
어릴 적부터 액션 플랫포머
Because
게임에
again, I saw a lot of
빠져들었던
trailers
친구들은
and not
대학교
trailers,
동아리에서
reviews,
만나 팀을
so I'm
이루었고
assuming it's out.
여러 시행착오 끝에 스컬을 완성했습니다. 세상을 구하기 위해 수많은 몬스터와 마음을 무찌르는 용사와 같은 판타지 클리셰도 재밌지만 그 반대는 어떨까요? 이제 곧 불멸의 최약체 몬스터 스켈레톤의 영웅담이 시작됩니다.
But yeah, another roguelike. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it.
Skull the Hero Slayer is a 2D
I believe they said
fast-action roguelite where you
the
take on
fall?
an entire army to rescue your king.
Or later
And
this
the best
year, I
part,
think?
to progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters, I mean heads, each with their own special abilities, plus numerous items and upgrades, there are certainly enough possibilities here to make your head spin.
So get ahead. Literally, in Skull the Hero Slayer, launching on Nintendo Switch
summer, okay.
2021.
Okay.
We're nearing the end of
That's not
today's
bad.
showcase. Before we go, there are several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
So we'll go through the sizzle reel one more time. Is that the fire alarm? Oh, they're gonna test the fire alarm. God damn it. Oh, they're about to do it. Damn. So Kiwi looks cute. This looks really interesting. I really like the Where is Waldo art style. Meh. Yes, a definite yes. I'm interested. I'll say that. I'm interested. I want to see more gameplay, but I'm interested. Not my jam, but I'm glad it's coming out. We'll probably buy later today. We'll probably buy this later today.
Ready to start your next indie adventure on Nintendo Switch? Head on over to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com for our Indie World sale, available later today.
Okay, so yeah, it starts today.
Woo. That's all for today's Indie World Showcase. We hope you...
Let me move forward a bit.
Welcome.
And yeah, like,
We're gonna have a little fun tonight, folks.
I have no experience with the first game of this, so like my arms are up in the air. Like, like I'm happy for those that like the first game and played it, but I have no experience, so I don't know what to make of this game.
Can you hear me? Riley, are you there?
Yeah, like again, my arms are in the air, so it's like, okay. But yeah, that was the indie showcase. Me, like a lot of people, are disappointed that Silksong is once again absent, and I'm really crossing my fingers for E3. I just need something. Like, I will rewatch the trailer. Wait, actually, no, wait, let me actually do that. Let me rewatch the original trailer. And there's a bot in the chat, but I don't really care right now. So this trailer is 2 years old. It's been 2 years since we've seen anything of Silksong. Man, that hurts. It hurts so much. But overall, it was a fine showcase. Like, if I was gonna rate it, probably a 7. Not too many surprises. I feel like House of the Dead was pretty much the main one for me that took me completely off guard, because I would never think that that game would be coming to Switch, but it would make perfect sense because it's a light gun shooter. And Faz, it's like, yeah, that's a game I love. So seeing that was neat, because there's gonna be a generation that didn't even know that game existed and might be interested into looking it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the bot in there. I don't care, because after this trailer, I'm probably gonna cut the stream off. Oh man, it's the waiting game. 'Cause I feel like they have to show something. Something. You know, I know COVID took a lot from a lot of people, especially video game development, but man, we need something. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years and nothing since. But who knows? You know, if anything, like if I had it my way, just shadow drop the game. You know, pull a Hades, because I remember Hades came out in September of last year, and it was shadow drop. So hopefully, you know, maybe when September rolls around or October, it's like, all right, here it is, it's done, it's ready. And that's my hope, because I love the first Hollow Knight. It's a game that took me completely by surprise. Yeah, like your profile picture is literally a frame from the trailer. Because I remember seeing like your profile picture. I was like, oh, that's Hornet from the trailer. Like, it's just a snapshot. And it's like, yeah, like I knew nothing of Hollow Knight before it was shadow dropped on the Switch. And I played it. It's like I bought it and I played it, and like it was in shading from the cover art promotion from, yeah, like when I first played Hollow Knight, I knew nothing of it other than like, oh, it's like a Dark Souls type of thing. It's like, oh, okay, 2D Dark Souls. And I played it, and that was my summer game of, I think, 2018. And I loved every moment. Like, one of the best memories I have of that game was playing it on the bus and entering the Deep Nest for the first time. And I had my headphones on, and I heard all the sound effects of the Deep Nest. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gross. And I was on the bus trying not to freak out. Trying really hard not to freak out of the noise. Just purple to his blue. Was supposed to have webs surrounding her, but I got like, it's fine. But yeah, that memory, entering the Deep Nest for the first time with headphones on the bus and trying not to freak out with all the noises I was hearing. That's pretty much my biggest memory of that game. And just discovering things like in that game too, like there are like, so it kind of looks like it's raining behind her, but those are the scrapes of the web. But yeah, like Hollow Knight, I love that game, and it's so rare for me because or people in general, because we're all tuned in so much that games don't take us by surprise, and Hollow Knight was out, I think, a year on the PC before it came to the Switch, and I knew nothing. Again, I knew nothing. I knew nothing of Hollow Knight, and to be that surprised how good that game is, and how polished that game is, and the music and everything. It's like, it was fantastic. It was so good to have that experience with that game. So I know Team Cherry is working hard, but I think they need to release something for the fans. Then again, she never really liked it because everything was a bug. Yeah, like, my friend is like that because, like, the game, like, to her the game is cute, but she hates the fact that everything's a bug, and so she won't play it. But she thinks everything is adorable and cute looking. But she refuses to play the game because she just hates bugs. Man. Man, Hollow Knight. I just hope Team Cherry releases something. Oh, and there's the fire alarm test. Like, right on cue. Ooh, actually, no. Let's back out. Alright. I don't know how long this test is going to be. Probably for like a few minutes. But I will call it a stream. But I will be back at 4:30 Eastern Standard with Super Metroid. I will be starting Super Metroid. I have not played this game in 3 years, but I barely remember it. It was good chatting with you as well. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I'll be back in a few hours with this. With Super Metroid. So yeah, to those that lurked about or were here chatting with me, thank you. Once again, I'll be back at 4:30 with the start of Super Metroid. Unless the fire alarm test continues, which then it's like, yeah, I can't do anything. Oh, wrong screen. But yeah, thank you so much. Again, follow me on all the socials if you want. And yeah, I'll be back in 3 hours. Oh, no worries, man. Again, like, I didn't even know about the indie showcase until like late last night. I did not know this was gonna be a thing today. But yeah, I'm glad that I streamed it. And yeah, I'll be back in, again, 3-4 hours with Super Metroid. So until then, have a wonderful day. Be safe, wear a mask, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you soon. Later.